Good morning, friends. I welcome each one of you on behalf of RERA India Education and Resource Federation, along with the MahaSeva. We have with us today as a chief guest Hadadare sir, who is the technical head advisor to MahaRERA, and of course we have with us the speaker, Chartered Accountant Yogesh Goyal from UP, and of course Amit Kedia, our own person, who will be definitely introducing our speakers. And then today our main topic is going to be advisory councils role and responsibility, how they will be able to help and facilitate implementing the RERA. Then, as a matter of fact, the complaint handling, there was a request from many people that we need to deal with the complaint handling. For the purpose of complaint, we have with us Mr. Parthasarathi, who will deliberate the role and how the complaint can be filed and what should be the contents in the complaint and how the prayer has to be made. All that he will discuss. With this, I pass on to our chief guest of the day, who is Mr. Hadadare, who was earlier the MADA chief architect. Now he is head of the technical at MahaRERA. So Hadadare sir, I request you to open the session. Then of course I will then transfer it to Amit Kedia to introduce Yogesh Goyal and take the session forward. Yes, Hadadare sir.
Good morning, everybody, for this session on subjects which are outlined by Prabhu sir. I would like to say something about MahaRERA. MahaRERA, when started on 1st of May 2017 from the midnight, since then we have raised more than 26,000 projects, and there are about 25 lakh houses in these registered projects. Out of these registered projects, almost 6,000 projects have been completed and occupied. So roughly 25% of the projects have been occupied also. So rest of them, 75 to 80% projects, they are at different stages of the work. Of late, because of COVID, we have found that roughly about 1,000 projects, they are struggling very hard for their completion. We have found that there are about 1,000 projects which have completed more than 75% of their work and which have more than 50% of their sold inventory. Even they are struggling because of variety of reasons, like there is a shortage of money, there is a shortage of liquidity, there is a shortage of labor, there is a shortage of approvals, because during the COVID they are not getting enough approvals also. So variety of reasons have contributed for either stoppage of work or for going slow. This has been inviting more number of complaints also. So far, since beginning, we have three types of complaint box. One is normal complaint under section 12 to 18 of the RERA Act, and there we have received about 11,600 complaints, out of which we have issued roughly 8,000 as final orders. So roughly 75% of the cases have been disposed of as final orders. We have a complaint box on unregistered projects also. The people feel that this project ought to have been registered, but they have not been registered. So we have a complaint box for that also. So far we received about 740 such complaints. We give them hearing to both complainant as well as the promoter, and we decide whether really a registration is required. And out of that, up to 740, we have disposed of 80% of the cases, 620 cases with final orders. Out of that, we found that only 30 projects needed registration and they have been registered. Other projects, they have been languishing for years together and they have not seen the light of the day. They don't have enough approvals. They don't have commencement certificates. And unless they have the valid commencement certificate, RERA, as per the RERA Act, they cannot be registered. So in these such cases, people have invested their money, but the promoter has not got any approval. There are some issues with their partners, or there are some issues with their landowners, and effectively there is no commencement certificate and the project has not at all started. So in such cases, we cannot insist upon to register, but we issue an order that he should register the project as soon as he gets his commencement certificate validated. This is second complaint box. Third complaint box is the primary complaint box, which is regarding cancellation. Any person or any customer feels that he needs to lodge a complaint, then first complaint box he gets a pop-up that whether you would like to go for a cancellation. If he desires to go for cancellation, he opts for cancellation, then a simple procedure of cancellation opens for him. And we have a trained cancellators out of promoters as well as out of customers sales. And these cancellators, they cancellate and try to mediate between the two parties and give a decision as a compromise decision. So far we have received about 700 such complaints, and more than 600 we have conciliated. And even during COVID, online hearings of all these types of complaints is going on. And that is what I wanted to add to the gathering. Thank you very much.